normal night, a normal couch, a normal pill for a sore throat. 10 minutes after swallowing it, her lips begin to swell, her throat tightens, and every breath feels thinner than the last. The room doesn't change, but the air suddenly feels like it's running out. This entire chain starts hours earlier, with one small click in a crowded clinic. These stories are dramatized but based on real-life situations. They're here to raise awareness about medical mistakes and what we can learn from them. They are not medical advice. Always talk to your own doctor or nurse about your health. Late on a Friday afternoon, the urgent care waiting room is packed. People cough into tissues, scroll their phones, and stare at the clock. Nurses move quickly through the doors, trying to keep up. Everyone wants to be seen before closing. In the middle of it all sits Emma, 28, curled in a hoodie. Her throat burns, her body aches, and she's already missed days at the daycare where she works. Emma is called into a small exam room. The door closes, the fluorescent light hums, and she finally feels like she's in the right place. The doctor comes in fast. He's behind schedule, thinking about the next patient before he's finished with this one. He looks into her throat, hears fever, sore throat, tired, and it fits a pattern he's seen 100 times. On the screen next to him, her chart is full of old notes and colored alerts. One line is important, but easy to skip over when you're rushing. He selects a familiar medicine and hits confirm. One click, the prescription is sent. Emma does what anyone would do. She goes to the pharmacy, hears her name called, and takes the small paper bag with her medicine. It has her name on the label. It feels safe. At home, she opens the box, taps a pill into her hand, and washes it down with a drink. No fear, no second thoughts. This came from a doctor, from a real pharmacy. She settles onto the couch, wraps herself in a blanket, and puts on a show. For a few minutes, nothing feels strange. Then the changes begin. A hot, tight feeling in her face, a pounding heartbeat, a growing pressure in her chest. She touches her lips and feels they're swollen. When she tries to take a deep breath, the air feels narrow, as if it has to squeeze through a tiny space in her throat. Emma's body has moved from I'm sick to I'm in danger. Her breathing becomes short and noisy. Her hands grab at her throat. The TV sound fades into the background. All that matters is getting enough air. The next minutes are a blur. A coat thrown on, shoes half-tied, stumbling to the car. Outside, the night air is cold. Inside, the car fills with shallow breaths and silent fear. Streetlights slide past the windows as they race to the hospital. Every red light feels like a personal attack. In the emergency room, the pace shifts. Emma is moved straight to a bed, connected to monitors, given oxygen. The team focuses on one goal: open the airway, calm the reaction, protect her brain and heart. Slowly, her chest rises more easily. The tight band across her throat loosens. The panic in her eyes melts into exhaustion. The system that nearly hurt her is now pulling her back from the edge. Later, when things are calm, her story is reviewed. Her history clearly shows a serious allergy that should have stopped that prescription. In the rush of a busy clinic, it became just another line on a crowded screen. Her record is updated with bold warnings. She's told to repeat her allergy every time she's given a new medicine. Emma's story ends with fear, a hospital visit, and a second chance. She walks out alive, carrying a lesson she'll never forget. Emma's error is caught in time. Our next story takes place in a hospital bed, where the patient is already in safe hands. Or at least, that's what everyone thinks. Here, the danger doesn't arrive from outside. It's given through a small extra dose on a tired night shift. David is 67. He's had surgery to fix a broken hip after a fall. The operation went well. At night, the hallway is dim and quiet. There are fewer staff, fewer voices, fewer eyes on each room. David, still full of pain medicine and stress, grows restless and confused. He pulls at his blankets, reaches for the side of the bed, and tries to sit up. A fall now could be disastrous. The staff want to protect him, but they're already stretched thin. They need him calm, and they need it fast. At the nurse's station, the on-call doctor works behind a glowing screen, juggling calls from all over the floor. David is just one of many names. Older, post-op, in pain, agitated. From a distance, the doctor chooses what seems like a practical answer, an extra medicine to help David settle and sleep. To him, it feels like a small, routine choice, One more order in a long shift. The extra dose is given. The room is dim. The monitor glows quietly. Within minutes, David relaxes. His hands stop pulling at lines. His face softens. He looks peaceful. From the doorway, it looks like the problem is solved. A short note goes into the chart. Resting. Then the nurse moves on to other patients who also need help. Sometime later, everything looks almost the same, but something is wrong. David's chest moves only a little. Each breath is shallow and slow. His skin has lost its color. The nurse calls his name. No answer. She shakes his shoulder. No response. What looked like sleep has quietly turned into something else. A body that has been pushed too far and can't protect itself anymore. An alarm is pressed. The quiet room explodes into action. People rush in. Lights go on. Voices sharpen. Air is pushed into his lungs. Chest compressions begin. Medicines are given in quick sequence. The team works hard, but the mix of age, surgery, strong pain medicine, and that extra nighttime dose has pushed David past the point of recovery. Unlike Emma, he does not wake up. By dawn, the room is quiet again. The bed is empty, the sheet pulled tight. The machines reset. Morning light slides across a space that held a living person only hours before. In the file, his death is called a complication. But behind that word is a chain of small decisions and missed chances to pause and rethink. The room is prepared for the next patient. For the staff, the shift goes on. For his family, nothing is the same. From Emma's narrow escape, David's quiet night, some clear lessons stand out. Small details, like allergies, age, room numbers, and names, are not extra. They are the difference between safe and unsafe. Common medicines are not harmless by default. In the wrong body or at the wrong time, they can be deadly. Systems like wristband scanners and double checks are not there to annoy staff. They exist because real people have been hurt before, and patients and families are part of the safety net. Asking, what is this? What does it do? Is it safe with everything else I take? Is not being rude. It's smart. It's protective. If someone in a clinic or hospital handed you a pill and said, "Here, take this," would you feel ready to ask what it is, why you need it, and whether it fits your body and your other medicines? Or would you stay quiet and hope for the best? One simple question might change the ending of your story.